Good morning, children. Welcome to the online classes. So, yesterday we completed theorem 10.8 and 10.9. So, today a new topic from circles chapter, that is cyclic quadrilateral. It is a cyclic quadrilateral. So, what is the mean by cyclic quadrilateral? So here the cyclic quadrilateral. So first of all, we know very well quadrilateral. Quad means four, lateral means sides. So four sides closed figure, it is called quadrilateral. So what is the mean by cyclic quadrilateral? So here every quadrilateral having four vertices. So this is the circle. So quadrilateral four vertices are lie on the circle. So here this is the quadrilateral ABCD. So A, B, C, D. So all sides of, so here this is the vertices A, B, C, D. So here all vertices are lie on the circle. A quadrilateral, all vertices are lie on the circle, then it is called cyclic quadrilateral. So now it is ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So come to the here PQRS. So P, Q, R and S. So PQRS is a quadrilateral. But it is not a cyclic quadrilateral. So because of it is a cyclic quadrilateral, A, B, C, D is a cyclic quadrilateral. So here all vertices are lie on the circle. So PQRS is not a cyclic quadrilateral. So here because of PQR lie on the circle, the vertices S is the inside of the circle. So it is not a cyclic quadrilateral. Come to another one. A, B, C, D. So observe the figure. So ABCD also a quadrilateral. ABCD is also a quadrilateral, but so ABCD is not a cyclic quadrilateral. So here what it says, ABC are lie on the circle. ABC lie on the circle, and D is the outside of the circle. Because of D, the vertices D is not on the circle. So it is not a cyclic quadrilateral. So come to the definition of cyclic quadrilateral. The quadrilateral all vertices are lie on the circle. Then it is called cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral, all vertices are lie on the circle. So this is a cyclic quadrilateral. So this is the definition of cyclic quadrilateral. So theorem 10.11 says that the sum of either pair of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degrees. Suppose here this is the cyclic quadrilateral. So this is A, B, C and D. C and D. So here ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral because of all vertices are lie on the circle. So in this circle here either pair of opposite angles. So here A opposite angle is C, A opposite angle is C, and B opposite angle is D. B opposite angle is D. So here B opposite angle is D. So here angle A plus angle C equal to 180 degrees and angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degrees. This theorem says that pair of opposite. Pair means two. Pair means two. Opposite angle sum. So angle A plus angle C equal to angle A plus angle C equal to 180 degrees, 180 degrees, and also angle B plus angle D also 180 degrees. So here pair of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degrees. If this ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, so here angle A plus angle C equal to 180 degrees, angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degrees. Theorem 10.12 says that if the sum of the pair of opposite angles of a quadrilateral is 180 degrees, then it is a cyclic. So here given that pair of opposite angles sum. Opposite angles of ABCD is a cyclic, is a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral. So here pair of angles sum is 180 degrees, then it is a cyclic quadrilateral. So here angle A plus angle C equal to 180 degrees and angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degrees. So here pair of opposite angle sum is 180 degrees. Then angle A plus angle C equal to 180 degrees, angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degrees. Then quadrilateral is a cyclic quadrilateral. So here theorem 10.11 and the theorem 0.12. So here theorem 0.1, these two statements are very important in previous exercise. Theorem 10.11 says that the sum of the pair of opposite angles is 180 degrees. Theorem 10.12 says that if the pair of the sum of the angles is 180 degrees, then it is a cyclic quadrilateral. Next, exercise 10.5. First one, in figure 10.36, A, B and C are 3 points on a circle with center O such that angle BOC equal to 30 degrees and angle AOB equal to 60 degrees. If D is on the circle other than arc ABC, find angle ADC. So we have to find the triangle ADC. First of all, this is the given figure. A, B, C, these three are on the circle. So here, this is the angle AOB is given 30 degrees and angle BOC is given, angle AOB is given 60 degrees and angle BOC is given 30 degrees. So we need to find angle ADC. First of all, what is the given? What we have to find? So here solution first one. So given angle AOB equal to 60 degrees. Angle AOB equal to 60 degrees and angle COB equal to BOC or COB. You can write any one. Angle BOC equal to 30 degrees. This is given. So we need to find angle ADC. We need to find angle ADC. Angle ADC we need to find. So come to the here. So here theorem 10.8 says that subtended angle by the arc at the center is equal to double of the subtended angle of any point on the remaining part of the circle. This is the PQ, this is the A, this is the center of the circle. So if theorem 10.8 says that, so here angle POQ equal to 2 times of angle PAQ. 2 times of angle PAQ. So this is the 10-part theorem says that. So you apply the same theorem here. You apply the same theorem here. So there is no change. The figure is reversed. So here come to the. So what is the subtended angle at the center by arc AC? By arc AC, the subtended angle of arc AC at the center is angle AOC. This is the complete subtended angle of the circle arc AC at the center. Angle AOC is the subtended angle at the center by arc AC. So angle AOC equal to, so here the remaining part of the circle 2 times of angle ADC. So here angle AOC equal to so here completed angle AOC equal to angle AOB plus angle BOC. So here angle AOC equal to, this is the 60 degrees, this is the 30 degrees. So this is equal to 90 degrees. So angle AOC equal to 90 degrees. So here according to theorem 10.8, so here angle AOC equal to 2 times of angle ADC. 2 times of angle ADC. Angle AOC equal to 2 times of angle ADC. So angle AOC equal to 2 times of angle ADC. So here this is the theorem 10.8 says that the angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle by any point on the remaining part of the circle. So angle AOC equal to 2 times of angle ADC. 2 times of angle ADC. So rewrite this equation here. 2 times of ADC equal to angle AOC. So here given that angle AOC equal to 90 degrees. Here given that angle AOC equal to 90 degrees. So here 2 times of ADC equal to 90 degrees. So angle ADC equal to 90 degrees by 2. So therefore angle ADC equal to 45 degrees. 2 ones to 45. So this is the value of angle ADC. This is the value of angle ADC. The next one, exercise 10.5, second one. A chord of a circle is equal to the radius of the circle. Find the angle subtended by the chord at a point on the minor arc and also major arc. So here we need to find the subtended angle by the chord at a point of minor arc and major arc. So here given that the chord of a circle is equal to the radius. First, this is a circle. This is the circle, this is the chord. This is the chord, this is the center of circle O. So here, this is the chord AB. This is the center of circle O. This is the center of circle O. So here given that the radius OA and OB, these two are equal to the chord. These two are equal to chord. Here OA is equal to OB given. OA equal to OB equal to AB. The chord of a circle is equal to the radius. That is given that the chord of a circle is equal to the radius. So OA, OB and equal to AB. So you take a point on D on the circle. Take any point on the D on a circle. So you have join here AD and BD. So here take any other point on C. Take any other point on C here. Now join AC and BC. So come to the here, we need to find the subtended angle by the minor arc and major arc at the center. Subtended angle by the major arc and minor arc. So this is the minor arc. So this minor arc ACB, this is the minor arc. This subtended angle is at the center is AOB and the subtended angle of minor arc ACB at the point on the circle is that is angle ADB. So here OA equal to OB equal to AB. So here this side equal to this side equal to this side. So these three sides are equal. So here triangle AOB is a equilateral. So triangle AOB is a equilateral triangle. So each angle is 60 degrees. Therefore, angle AOB equal to 60 degrees. So theorem 10.8 says that so subtended angle by an arc of at the center is double of the any point on the circle. So here therefore angle AOB equal to 2 times of angle ADB, 2 times of angle ADB. So what is the reason? The subtended angle by an arc of the center is equal to double of the angle of the any point on the remaining part of the circle. So here angle AOB equal to 2 times of angle ADB. Now rewrite the equation. 2 times of angle ADB equal to, you have to write this complete. You have to write the textbook and theorem 10.8. See and write in your classwork. You write the theorem 10.8 statement. Theorem 10.8 statement. So 2 times of angle ADB equal to A would be 60 degrees. So here angle ADB equal to 60 degrees by 2. 60 degrees by 2. Here therefore angle ADB equal to 30 degrees. Angle ADB equal to 30 degrees. The subtended angle by the minor arc is 30 degrees. Come to the, you have to find this is the major arc. What is the major arc? ADB is a major arc. ADB is a major arc. So angle ADB equal to 30 degrees. Then next we have to find angle ACB. So this is finished. We need to find angle ACB. So here given that ADB here A, B, C, D. This is a cyclic quadrilateral. So here ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. The sum of the opposite angles is 180 degrees. So ADB plus ACB equal to 180 degrees. ADB equal to 30 degrees plus ACB equal to 180. ACB equal to 180 minus 30. Then ACD equal to 150 degrees. So this is this angle is 30 degrees and this angle is 150 degrees. So here the angle subtended by an arc of minor is 150 degrees and major is 30 degrees. So this is the solution of problem number 2. Okay children, this is the solution for question number 2. Today homework is you have to write the cyclic quadrilateral definition and 2 theorems and also practice these 2 problems 2 times. Tomorrow we will meet. Thank you children. Thank you.